over from one church to another. Like yesterday I saw a governor in Bungoma saying, donating 5 million to an SK church, and he actually announces and said this one is a donation from the president. So within a month, this guy is using over 1 million donating, over 100 millions in churches. Where does he get it? Look versus his own pay. So he is using the same taxpayers' money. And at the same time, we are told that the economy is not doing well. Where is this money coming from? So if the church was that serious, we could not be where we are today. We are in this mess because of the church, and we can see. And right now, just like the work you've said.
I want to finish up, then we pass microphone to Dabi.
Yes.
That can go.
I'll pose a question before Ndembali.
Okay,
because nataka ni avoid can you avoid it? Can you go platform idea on a point like this is where the problem is. I think it's a very good thing. We should be doing that, but more importantly, we should be looking at the solution of where we go. Like venye Alphonse akona point vizuri sana na uliza vizuri like why is Ruto getting this money and why is the church being used and being divided? So the thing is the other part of that angle, that observation should be, what are we doing about it? Should we unite with other church the way we force church to condemn what Ruto is doing, the biggest church, Catholic, SEK? Should we force their hand even to support a political candidate when that comes to when push comes to shove? Because we are now fighting for life and death for the survival of our country. Alphonse, how do you respond to that?
And then drop. Allow me the work. Let me respond to that, then drop. If you want to know the mind of a politician and how greedy and senseless they are, look at Atwoli. Everybody here followed his interview the other day, and this is the same Atwoli that used to attack Ruto and talking of Miti Katwe and the staff and said, oh, Mwizi atabeba Central Bank kwa mgongo aende nayo. When Ruto won, this guy immediately switched allegiance and he started singing praises about Ruto and all that. Now, I am employed. I'm employed, and let me say one thing. I don't know if there is an employed person in this country who will ever miss William Ruto, because number one, since he came, he has kept on digging into our pay slips each and every year, each and every month. He comes with something that all targets the pay slips. And once you do that, you are impoverishing people. You are affecting, because when I have a pay slip, there are a lot of people behind me. There's a family, there are relatives and all that I'm taking care of. And when he does that, he's actually affecting the people that are behind me. And if you look at Atwoli, Atwoli believes in money. And when he was even asked about the presidency, the possibility of Omtata's presidency, what did he say? He dismissed him on the account that, and he said something that was so insulting of Kenyans. He said that Omtata is poor and no one wants to associate with the poor. No one. I just marked that word, and I don't know whether Kenyans heard that and took it serious. Atwoli said no one wants to associate with the poor. Now, how many poor people are in this country? There are so many, and they constitute the highest population of this country. And here is someone who has been eating with the politicians by singing praises to the politicians and the president of the day, saying that no one can ascend to power unless they have billions in their accounts. So that actually speaks to one thing, that you have to be corrupt. You have to use dubious means to amass wealth, so that you use that wealth to buy allegiance and other things. And that's, if we stand as the poor people like we are called.
Ukimalizia nataka tujaribu kuhesabu mwaka inakuanga na Saturdays ngapi, na every Sunday anapatiana 5 million.
So that is what I was saying. So that's it, my brothers and sisters.
Okay. Okay, let me add there. The best way in my mind, what we could have done, what we are supposed to do, is to do a strategy fight against the
okay.
That's
so
the only way.
So ni 220 and 20 million mwaka, hiyo ndo inakuanga sadaka ya Ruto akitoa 5 million.
Okay. So mimi kwa mafikiro yangu
malizia pia dabe maita twende kazi. We still got one more box kama kuna mtu anataka kupanda anaweza tuma request. Twende kazi.
Nisa mimi kwa akili yangu ama kwa mawazo yangu chenye mimi ninaweza changia, the best way ever ni to fight against Ruto. That's the only best way. Tukisha fight against Ruto na to win kutoka kwake, hata Atwoli atatoka, because I'm wondering Atwoli anakaa kwa serikali yote kuanzia Moi, Kibaki, Uhuru na bado wako kwa hii na bado atataka ingine. Kwani ni yeye pekee yake ana handle hii Kenya? So we must fight against Ruto. After we have succeeded Ruto, hakuna mtu anaweza control Kenya venye anafikiria. Tutakuwa tuna control Kenya at least kwa manufaa ya mwananchi wa yule wa kawaida, and that will be the best way. Thank you.
Mimi niko na swali
kidogo Dabi.
Hey bana, nimekuwa patient bana. Okay. Now I think I will have to go. Okay. I hope mesalimika. I think I will have to go back. I think so many steps back. Mali mliniachia huko kwa ABC. And kuna mtu aliuliza, how can we make sure IBC imeingia kwa ofisi? Because we have tried almost everything, but it seems bado mambo haingiani vizuri. So one thing, like according to the few info nime collect from reading and observing politics, I think kuna mistrust when it comes to Ruto and Raila. Those guys, even if right now they seem to be working together, they don't trust each other. They don't really trust each other. Ni kama wezi wawili wameka kwa Sorry for that. Ni kama wezi wawili wameka kwa nyumba moja, and kila huyo mmoja anaogopa mwingine amuibie. So that's what happening. If you look at ile kusaini kwa IBC something, I don't know ilikuwa nini ilisainiwa pale KCC by Rao, Ruto, Kalonzo, Rigathi and everything. After signing it, temnye ilisemekana inaingia parliament, it didn't even move an inch. And if you ask them, if they are really working together, IBC ingekuwa sahi kwa ofisi. Why? Because ilikuwa Ruto alete watu wake, Rao alete watu wake, wafix IBC. But I think as in kila mtu amehold like his own card, as in karibu, like they don't want to pull their cards zote kwa table. Why? Because they don't trust each other if they can move together until 2027. There's someone who said that Rao pia anangoja sana AUC, because that's the only, I think the first tika seme at least Ruto made a promise na fulfill. So if he fails again, everyone knows this, Rao might come back again and also aingie tena kwa siasa tena, and he will fight the government. Maybe after may fail, ama maybe few months before the next election. So when you look at hizo kadi, why the IEBC iko mahali kwa hewa imehang, because no one wants to, because if Ruto allows Rao akwenda mkono kwa IEBC kutakuwa na vita when it comes to pale mbele kwa election. So everyone anataka kuwa na mkono na kuena the most number of people wenye wako pandia kwake wenye wanaingia ofisi ya IEBC. That's why like sahi kuna kaa hivyo story na IEBC. Now, how can we fix this? Let's go back to what made Ruto, Rao, they go and sign the bill IBC and all those nonsense. Now, ni Genzz walifanya. maandamano ilifanya. So watu walipiga kelele nini, you know, we want the finance bill down, ABC yake kwa nini and everything, and hiyo yote ilikuwa pushed by Genzz but not the political class. That's number one. But now again, push through what? Push through maandamano kwa street, bloodshed, deaths and everything. Now, let's go back to the same maandamano again. Maandamano, we did it the best. It was like one of the best things that ever happened in this country. Na ilikuwa na so many goodies come with it. Although bado, we need more. But now, huyu fala, aitwa Ruto, the guy, I think alimaster the whole maandamano thing. Akaka security, akaleta Subaru boys, sasa kuna abductions, kuna watu tujui wanatoka wapi, they are all covered. So, amesikia watu tena kwa maandamano. The last few maandamanos like zimekuwa zikipangwa, most probably hazikuwa zikihappen like as in kama the June one, zimekuwa kidogo hapa na pale and everything. But now I think we need to change the easy tactics za maandamano. We can't go then to organize tena tuseme we are going back kwa maandamano the same way we have been saying tunaenda kwa maandamano. Okay, here's my thinking. I think how we can do it best. Ruto is back kwa ground. Ameanza kelele za ground. Amerudi kwa ground kwa kupigia tu kelele. But one thing that we have always and we will always win with, it's online activism. So kwa ABC, I feel like we should decide tukuwe na siku fulani ama siku kadhaa in a week whereby we can be pushing hashtags za form IBC ama we want IBC back in office. We can do that on TikTok. In every post unaeka form IBC. Just let it trend on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Whoever the person ana post, as in Kashagu a post, Uhuru a post, whoever will post, any politician, hapo chini yake tunasema form IBC. Let that thing it trend, even if, like, you know, I saw on Twitter, Occupy Parliament, time ilikuwa inaenda, like, we went all the way to 10 million posts trending. So if we can push IBC to 10 million or even 5 million, both on Twitter and IBC, I think we can win this war. Because ikitrend hivyo, the media will pick it from there. Because media, you picking something.
Please, let me guide you. Hii kitu ya IBC kokotini. And ndo maana, hii kesi unaona, ndo maana watu wanashindwa the way forward. Hata muoni, hata wanasiasa wizungumzi. Last time.
Let me comment on that, Dawa. And I want people to understand this. Ruto ni kamutu kajifanya very kajanja sana. If mnakumbuka story ya finance bill, ilikuwa kwa koti before tutete. Iliishi kwa koti, msisahau. Finance bill ilikuwa kwa koti na zilianza mapema all the way to time before after election. So Ruto is using each and every channel kutufunga macho. So many cases za gava ziko kwa koti doesn't necessarily mean ni za wananchi, mnafaa kujua hivyo. Ruto ndo wanazisponsor, zina delay, like wakiangalia one mood of iko juu, they stop it using court ndio mtulie, then they measure again waangalie venye mali like your anger level mali imefika, then they bring it back. Wakisikita tena mmejam, they take it back to court. So no one should lie to you in ya koti ni mtu fulani ameyeka koti. No one should lie to you. Most probably inaweza kuwa the same government wanaweka kwa koti so that it can come when they need it ikuje kwa wananchi ndio mtulizwe. But if today we wake up, we push for it, hiyo koti wataamka asubuhi hii kitu imalizie. Like finance bill tulifanya hivyo, all those story na koti zote zilianguka. Adani, the same thing will happen. In fact, no one went to the street like because of Adani. It was online activism. Na imeshikwa koti, sijui koti, but ilifika mahali hata koti yenyewe ikachoka. And it had to be released, na ikatoka. So guys, msiwahi nyamaza, muambiwe ati mmekuwa asubuhi mmesema kuna iko juu, like you guys, you know, activism then baadaye. No one should lie to you. Kome is in bed with Ruto. No one should lie to you guys. Mother Kome is one of the useless people I know in this earth. Easy court, no one should lie to you guys. The same court wanapeangwa pesa. And you guys, you know that. These judges, they the same government. So I'm Kenny, guys. Let's make it trend, push it. Hata ukiamka asubuhi upige picha ukiwa mahali kwa shamba, hapo weka chini any hashtag to push the IEBC kuwa formed. That's the only way that Ruto anasikizanga, because ikitrend inakuwa picked by the media inatangaza, watu kwa mashamba wanajua, and it goes. Because if we say we'll go down as in kwa grao to push for this thing, most probably we won't reach like watu wengi. But if we do it online, we can have so many people knowing about this thing. Now we expose the government. I think that's my best solution on IEBC. I'll stick here and comment on other things zitakuja. Thank you.
I think that's the best way ever. Hiyo naye, that's the best way. Kwa sababu hiyo lazima sasa kuanzia leo tuanze kupush. Na at least let's cooperate.
Hello guys, order. Rukenya, you had a question? Rukenya?
Niko na swali to Dabi.
Okay, Tony, Rukenya then Tony. Rukenya?
Ilikuwa hiyo story ya IBC because sijui nani alisema hapa akasema lazima Rao sijui afanye nini. Sasa my question ilikuwa, what if mse hata akufe? That means hatutakuwa na IBC. As a Kenyans, we cannot decide by ourselves. That was my question.
Okay, that's a good question.
Tony, ulisaneko nikujibu. I think Tony had a question for me. Uliza, nikujibu Tony, before you proceed.
Tony, unmute. Quit. Any others for question?
Okay, as I prepare, let me answer Rukenya on IBC. My opinion, yes, Rukenya, you are right. History ya kusema sijui we are waiting for mtu fulani atusaidie, unajua ukiamka asubuhi like feel like life ni ngumu, ungojangi mtu akuje kusaidia. You either kneel down, pray, and even after kneeling down you'll have to go and work. So I think we should not wait for anyone, Rao or whoever the person. By the way, he can die, he can go up at AUC at he's a traitor, we know him. Umse anakuanga busy. We have seen it anakuwa busy. So we can't wait for a broker to come and help us. Okay? So ni sisi we push because we understand the pain that we are going through right now. So we push for this thing until we have it. Tusingoja anyone like to come and help us. Thank you.
Hello. Hapo naweza ongeza to that question alikuwa ameuliza whether we must wait for the president to, so we can't do it yani sisi wenyewe. Normally what happened is the president who appoints the commissioners. But now the issue is he's at liberty to delay it because it's like court yenyewe, he cannot force him to do it. Haya. There was a time when kulikuwa na hiyo shida about Kibaki and Raila when they were contesting, and they had to sit both of them waelewane, because first of all, if Ruto does it saa hii itaka is like already watu wanachagua wenye watamsaidia then maybe kuriga ama kuwini 2027. Now the person who they are supposed now to come wakae chini na yeye, they waelewane, they come to consensus of who are these commissions are. He is Mr. Raila now. And Mr. Raila, he's the one who's supposed to be on the opposition. Now, we don't know in 2027 whether Raila will still be in the opposition. We have Badi now, he's a CS of finance. Who knows even whether he'll vie? Now, until now we get somebody, mtu kama Gachagua, tujue sama Gachagua maybe ndiye atakuwa akikontest, ama mtu kama Matiang'i. Now, they can be able now to sit down, waseme, okay, these are the people now we are. Let us nominate these people. Yes, because tunaona as they are neutral. Hakuna mtu ako hii side or the other side. But for now, there is nobody. Why? Because there is no opposition. So when we say whether must we wait for him, it's like we don't have an alternative.
But hata ukikumbuka nini finance bill, watu waliungana na wakatoka barabarani, na si lazima watu watoke barabarani.
Yeah. But either way or the other, even if we force him, he is the one who is going to nominate the commissioners. Yes, the only thing that the parliament will do is maybe to vet. But look at the parliament, yeah, who are vetting and who is nominating. They are on the same side.
Nyota.
So either is like, yeah.
Let me ninge kidogo. Let me ninge kidogo Nyota.
Yeah.
Let me ninge kidogo disagree nayo kidogo because right now the president ndo akona makona kila kitu. So even if sai hakuna unga and we andamana tuambie president atupea unga, also akona nguvu ya kutuwekea sumu kwa hiyo unga tukufe. But does that mean because ni yeye atatuletea unga that we should sit down and wait until ile siku ataamua atuletea unga? No, the same thing that happened to ABC. Yes, we know akona power ya kuchukua watu wake, yeah, kufix. Yes, we can do that. Like we can't wake up to watu wetu hapo. We know that. We know that. We know ana control judiciary. We know that. We know all these things. But swali ni, are we going to sit down and wait for him to prepare all those things by himself? Not really. So how do you do it? If we have this online activism, my brother, itafanya plan zake alikuwa amepanga azitaenda according to time and date. So he will be pushed and in hurry to pick the people ya anafikiria they will rig the election with. So most probably atakuwa na higher chances of making a mistake. Okay? And we want to capitalize on his mistake. When you are pushed to do something, even if you're going to do kunigana power yanko, you have the high chances of doing the mistake. So as we want the mistake to happen, we want the mistake, we want to trigger things to happen in this country. We want to trigger, even if it is 27, achuza watu wa regulation tukiona. We want to trigger that. We want to him to afanye. This is a mistake that you're looking for. So we'll sit down to say, okay, lazima yeye hata tukimpusha chague ni hata chagua. Hata so which is better? Kumungoja achague time anajisikia akae chini avetu wase all the years anajisikia avet ama ni tuingie tumforce achague watu yenye ako na high chances of making a mistake. I go for the option B.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And to add on your point just before we close it, perhaps maybe the only person who will spearhead the reconstitution of the IBC will be the one now contesting with him for 2027, and he'll be the one who will help us to reconstitute the IBC. So, if Matiang is to vie for 2027, this is the time for them to stand. And they can stand on that platform of reconstituting the IBC. Because they are the one now who will make a deal with the IBC. Not a deal, actually they'll come into consensus with Mr. Ruto on who will be spearheading and overlooking our election. So we need the person to start with. We cannot do it alone. We need the person to start with right now. Atufikishe mpaka hapo kileleni ndio sasa waangaliane na Ruto when appointing those commissioners.
Okay, Nyota, utaniruhusu tu. I'm really trying to take like other people's time. Utaniruhusu tu, but guys, just allow me talk. Nyota, I disagree again. I think I'll almost disagree with everything you will say. Because Nyota, unasema we need someone. Nyota, I ask again. If finance bill tungekaa chini tuseme we need Matiang'i to come and help us in finance bill, ingeanguka. If finance bill ingekuwa hapo no, relax bro. Let me
on the contrary, what I'm saying is for us to epuke that scenario of him appointing commissioners all by himself, it would be better off if we had somebody who we know he's the one who is going to be competing, challenging him for 2027.
Let me help you that because
thank you Amboy.
Because nimekuelewa what you want to say. Not what you are saying. The moment we keep relying on someone else, so tunasema hivyo tu goje tu mtu atokee hivi aseme ati kwamba I'm the one contesting against Ruto and then I'm the one who is going to the IBC. For me, apana, that mindset we are done away with. The moment we are waiting for a savior outside of ourselves, tutashinda hapo. Sorry?
Hapo ukweli kabisa. In fact, and towards something even, Nyota, in fact, we are using even bad examples. Telling us people like Matiang'i here, that's even a bad example.
Kwanza hapo, manze.
No. I was saying, actually, we need a leader. Yes, a leader. A leader who will
I think Nyota, hizi ndio zinatufanya tukue behind. Kwa sababu tunategemea mtu atuokoe. You know, but we can push it.
Point. Anyway, let's do this. Kama unataka kutokea, fanya hii constitution ya IBC, kuja uonge nasi, sema tupatie the way forward. Come, let's discuss here and then come up with something and we'll do it. Yes, the hashtag iko moto sana. Let's come and discuss. Nani alisema hivyo? Kuja we inject, tujue tunaanza lini na tunafanya lini. Ni hapa ndo tunafanya reforms. It's here on our online platforms, as Dabi has said. Usigoje mtu mwingine, and never wait, even in your life, never wait for an external savior to save you. You are the savior of yourself and your whole life. Hey, bana.
Hello. Sijui kama naweza pata opportunity niongee kiasi.
Ni yako alafu upatie mtandao. Ni yako nafasi.
Haya, okay. So, hii platform ni poa sana. Nimekuwa nikisikia for a while. But, hapa hivi, nyinyi wote mko more or less on the same team. Sijasikia dissenting voice hapa. Mimi for one, mimi ni supporter wa Ruto. Na government yake na governance yake. So, hizi vitu mimi nasikia mkisema hapa. Nashindwa end game yenu ni gani mkibase na reality, kwa sababu we are not in a utopia. Naona there is no place Madam Wambui where government in a run ni inafanya vitu vile zinafaa. Government in itself as an institution, you cannot do away with it. In itself ni corrupt, in itself ni corruption yote. So the moment ushakuwa tuna kitu naitwa government, whereby it's a people selecting a people to oversee the affairs of those people. Already our select few, the whole thing is just corrupt from the core, the concept in itself. Na tuko katika capitalistic kind of setup na vitu kama hizo. So, hii kitu nasikia mkiongea hapa, nikisikia mtu kama Nyota akiongea, nasikia mtu kama Dabi anaongea. It is so selfish of you guys to come up na ideas kama hizi. Like, do you know what the consequences of some of hizi vitu mnasema zitakuwa? Juzi mlikuwa na protest hapa hivi ya vijana wadogo.
Let's answer you as we go.
Nataka tumwachie Dabi. Wambo, wacheni tumwachie Dabi huyo. Wacha amalize tumwachie Dabi. Dabi amejiomba.
Sawa. So, mimi nasema hivi. Juzi hapa hivi tulikuwa na story ya Genzz, vijana wadogo wenye hata hawana historical data ya venye vitu zimekuwa zikifanyika. So wana make decision na the moment, wanataka vitu zifanywe kulingana na venye wamona vitu at the moment, as if even ndo venye life you work. But then kwa hiyo protest, vijana hata kama tuseme tuweke minimum, tuseme hata kama ni vijana 3 walikufa, is it really worth it? Unaona? So mimi tunataka kuambia ni hivi. Wakati mko na hizi idea zenu za anarchy venye mnataka vitu zifanyike venye nyinyi
mnataka, minimum 3 hapo uko wapi?
No, nataka kukuambia hivi. Imagine tu tuseme hypothetically, because tunajua wale watu wame lose lives ni wengi sana, wale watu wamekuwa affected ni wengi. Nataka tu kukuambia hata kama tu ni watu 3 wangekuwa wamededi, haingekuwa worth kitu mnataka. Unanielewa? So mimi nataka tu discuss politics hizi tukiwa based na reality that number 1, we are not living in a utopia. Tuko katika world, tunaishi na watu wengine, tuko na systems zina run. For instance, hata kama unataka overhaul system yako yote ya governance, how will you bring whatever now you want katika system ya kama capitalism? Naona? So as for me, mimi nawasikia mkiongea, nasikia mko na ideas zinaka progressive in quotes, but ni anarchist in nature, na hakuna kitu itatusaidia nayo. And by the way, governance ya Ruto si mbaya kuliko governance ya presidents wengine tumekuwa nao. No, so kama presidents wengine
wana bro maliza. No, bro maliza. Thank you.
Daddy, go in, guys. You don't have to listen to everything that someone says. Go in,
Wambui, wacha amalize, alafu atuambie benefits zenye kwa nazo.
Nimemaliza.
Benefits zenye umeona Ruto amefanya, as in maybe sisi hatujui.
Kuna Kenya amesema kuna hizo linamuuliza haizi kujibu already, hizo lilijibu akianza kuongea. So let me just go in with
Neza jibu hivi.
No, usijibu kwa Kenya. Ushajibu. Ulisema you are a supporter of Ruto na the government. So there's nothing unaweza jibu about ubaya wake, honestly. So you can't answer anything. So Kwaro, afungua mic. Naomba tusiane, tusiongee maneno mingi, slowly by slowly.
Yes,
okay?
Yes.
So umesema that hakuna serikali mzuri, that the whole serikali like dunia mzima zikuwa mbaya, the whole system yuko mbaya. You just said it, unless you want to take back your words. True or false?
True.
Thank you. Sasa. Now, because serikali zote zimekuwa mbaya globally, so that means people should should sit down and die and watch the government do whatever they want to do with them and die, right? Sindio?
Yeah, the strong do what they can, the weak do what they must.
Which is a strong? You're answering swali sijakuuliza bro. I'm talking about the strong and I'm asking. So the citizens should sit down, the government imekuwa voted in, the government will
Hello. Hello.
Hey, we can hear you.
Hello?
I think Dabi. Yeah, Dabi.
I'm
Okay.
So I'm saying Kwaro, so we should sit down and watch the government ifanye Kenya itafanya. Sindio?
Yes.
Thank you. So nikisema auji like what's the meaning of a serikali ama government, will I be wrong?
Acha tuseme for purposes of continuity ya conversation, niseme utakuwa wrong. Seme tu utakuwa wrong.
So si continuity nataka akili yako, si continuity.
No,
will I be wrong?
Yes or
No?
ya government. Uko wrong.
Okay.
Now,
What's the meaning of government? Now, what's the meaning of government?
Kugovern ni kuregulate. The word government comes from the word govern, which is to regulate.
Regulate
so
what
from context ya venye basically tuseme resources za particular land ama particular people. That is the purpose of a government, to regulate,
for the benefit of
ama
who?
Control, ama manage. Now,
just answer me. For the principle, make it short. For the benefit of who? For the benefit of
the
who?
principle on paper is for the benefit of its citizens. On paper, it's
on
for
paper.
the benefit of its citizens. Yes, on paper. But in actuality, it is for the benefit of the strong of the land, ama wale watu wako na power, of which saizi inakuwa determined na finances.
Okay, so we have our own meaning of government, not the one that we know, right? Sindio? So we allow the government Iran according to their own meaning, according to their own powerful people. And we sit down to say, okay, sawa, let's do it with the paper, let them have their own definition of government. So that's what you're saying, Sindio? No, just like
kitu kama hiyo. Okay,
kitu kama hiyo. No, make it short. No. You're going slow by slowly.
Okay, sawa, tuseme yes, that is what I want. Yes, that is what I want.
Umesema yes. Now, will I be right if I call you stupid in a respectful way? Because when you go to school, a good example like farming, you go to read how to farm. Okay? Hata kama kwenda shule, unafunzwa how to farm. And now you have to follow Kenya ulifunzwa how to farm for the plant to grow na upate fruits. Sindio? That's saying you are following whatever you have been taught. The meaning of farming and how to do it better. Now, what if ufunzwe how to farm and you go back to your own land? Now useme, I'm not going to follow the real meaning of farming. I'm going to do my own things. Are you qualified to be called stupid?
Not necessarily.
The answer is yes. Now, whatever you are saying, allow me say it, you are stupid in a respectful way. No, let me finish it. Let me say this. You are stupid in a respectful way because you want to live in your own head, following your own feelings and what you believe is power and government. And us, we want to follow what the meaning of government and what's supposed to do. Thank you, my brother.
Kwaro, nikuulize swali, I have a question, yeah? Kulikuwa na maumau, right? Haikuwa inamaanisha ati watu wote wenye walienda kupigania freedom wali survive, some they died, right? And you are where you are today because uko na freedom mpaka ya speech. Yeah? Hata wenye wamekufa, wenye walikufa juzi, Genzz wenye walikufa juzi, waliacha legacy. Damu yao itaishi kikumbukwa because they were fighting for me and you.